o'clock on February 1st, 2017. I would like to call the Plain Township Board of Zoning Appeals meeting to order. I'm going to waive the introduction of members today. Are there any changes to the agenda?
No changes.
All right, the agenda stands as presented. I'm also going to waive the reading of the statements of duties, just in the interest of time. So next is approval of minutes from our January 4th, 2017 meeting.
So move. Second.
Roll call vote.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Mr. Sutton?
Yes.
Mr. Reichel?
Abstain.
Mr. Pausanides?
Yes.
And Mr. Vick?
Yes. All right, is there any unfinished business today?
No, sir.
No? All right, moving on to new business, and that is appeal number 1254-17. And appeal number 1254-17, applicant owner Atlas's Fountainhead LLC, 13131 Blue Ridge Road, Newcomerstown, Ohio, 43832. Applicant requests conditional use permits to construct a new commercial storage building, proposed 138 units, on the property located at 4111 Martindale Road Northeast, Canton, Ohio, 44705. Parcel number 52-12248, to construct a mini storage or mini warehouse facility. Article 7, Section 712.2B, conditionally permitted uses. Article 11, Section 1102, conditional zoning certificate. The property is zoned B2 General Business District and is located in the northeast quarter of Section 27. I would like to read the fire department comments into the record. And that is, the request for conditional use permits has been reviewed and there are no recommendations or suggestions regarding the appeal. That is from Scott Kelly, Inspector, Division of Inspections and Investigations. So, anyone here going to speak either in favor or against the appeal? Okay, anyone that's going to speak tonight, please stand and take an oath. You will speak? Okay, raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the information you're about to present is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge and belief?
I do.
All right, thanks for being seated. All right. Anyone speaking in favor? Okay, please approach the podium. Sign in there and then state your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Don Cameron. I live at 7671 Daytona Street Northwest, Massillon, Ohio. I'm with Atlas Fountainhead. We're managed by Inca Aztec Management. We're involved with 25 locations in Ohio and West Virginia, so we're extremely skilled in this area. We know how to do this professionally and make sure it gets done in a timely and unintrusive manner.
So can you tell us a little bit about it? What the plans for the property are?
So the plans are, we actually own the parcel that's directly, if you're on the face of the street, to the left of it. So really we want to conjoin the two sites. It's currently a rundown radio station. So we saw that as an opportunity to remove like an eyesore from the community, tear down this abandoned building, and then put in some development property. So we want to knock it down, and we're going to add in 4 buildings. that are eased back from the road and then just surround it with a fence.
Right. right, you can have a seat. Anyone to speak against the appeal? And please sign in and then state your name and address for the record.
Okay, I'm Keith Williams. My office is at 4125 Martindale. I own 4 businesses on Martindale and Middle Branch. The building that they want to put up, or the buildings that they want to put up, are right next to my property. Besides bringing the value of my property down, the property does flood. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys know that, but when it rains bad, I look out my back and it's all flooded. Okay, I mean, there are a number of storage units, buildings around. I've talked to some of the others. The one that is down, I think it's Imperial Enterprises. They have some building. They have a building down there. I asked them what their occupancy is, and they said 70%. And they said we have approval to build another building, but it hasn't been feasible for them to do it because they can't rent what they have. I just wondered what the occupancy is on the ones that are currently there. I know that part of one of the buildings they have not rented as storage units, but as a dog gym. I don't know if that's in what they can do there, but it's a dog agility thing in one part of the building. So it's just, as I know that the radio station has been a eyesore and a pain to the township. But when I looked at buying it, but there's only about not even an acre that you could build on because the rest floods. So it goes all the way back to those, to the Nimishillen Creek. So I just, for those reasons, I really, I mean, I don't have they could build some, but they can't build 100 and some units back there. I mean, where are they going to put them? Because on the other side of the track, it floods real bad too. But it's just that, I just can't see it. It's wetland. I don't know what it's classified as with the, I tried to look up the flood zone that it is, but that's pretty much it. It's those buildings are like vacant buildings. I mean, nothing's around, and it's all gravel, so it's just going to bring up my property values down. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right.
So questions from the board here?
What are you going to do with those towers?
The closest one to the buildings, we planned on having them taken down and scrapped, like we know a scrap company that'll be able to come in and do it. And they'll just take it down.
Okay. What about the other 3?
We currently didn't have
3 or
any.
4 of them?
Yes, 4.
4.
They're so far set back that we currently didn't have any plans for them.
Would you be willing to remove those as well?
If we were required to, yes.
Where's your other closest facility that you guys own where you have storage units? Is that the one
Beside the
right
one I-
adjacent? That's the one you have?
Yeah.
And that- What is your occupancy over there?
It currently is at 85%. It's truthfully usually at 98%, but this is the slow months. In the winter, it always dips down. So this is our lowest time of occupancy during the year.
What are the size of the units at that facility?
We have variable. We have like 10 by 20s, 10 by 30s, and then we go as small as a 10 by 15.
What's the plan with the buildings that you propose to build on this site?
So we plan to have larger units, majority of them going to be 10 by 20s and 10 by 10s. And we are going to offer some smaller units of 5 by 10.
I assume these would be for storage only, not for business operation or anything like that?
Correct.
Do we have a picture of it? Is there a picture of what they would look like? Let's see.
No, all they have is an overview.
Are they similarly constructed like the ones you have adjacent, or are they going to be a little different, or what?
The ones adjacent are actually built with wood, and then these are going to be like all new metal buildings, stuff by Trachte.
Okay, with what, steel roofs or?
Yep.
Or, okay. I don't have any further questions.
Have you had issues with flooding in the past for those units?
Water does sit on some parts of the site, but we have been working on the draining. Really, it only sits up front. I have seen where it has flooded a little bit in the back where we want to put these new units, but when we grade the landscape, it should eliminate it completely. It hasn't ever been like a dire situation.
Have your units been flooded in the past?
No.
As far as the access to the facilities, is it only 24-hour access, or is it restricted hours that people can come in and out?
There's currently restricted hours. They haven't decided whether they're going to continue with that plan or add 24-hour access.
Is there going to be a locked gate on this?
Yes. It's either going to be locked or it's going to be electronic gate that can lock at a certain amount of time to deny access.
So those that have units in there to get in and out, they will have to either have a code or a key to get in?
Correct. Our storage program, everyone has like a gate code built into it, so we're able to monitor who goes in and out if we were to connect it.
Okay, are you familiar with this dog gymnasium next door?
Yes.
And what's the story behind that?
We just rent out, we had like a large open building. All they do, they have like some mats and like the dog, they run through obstacle courses, so you should train them there.
Were those originally storage units?
I wasn't with the company at that time, so I'm not sure.
Are there going to be any outside storage for campers, boats, things of that nature?
No.
The bigger units that you would construct, would those house vehicles?
They could, yes.
No outside storage of vehicles?
No outside storage.
This has been sent to regional planning?
Yes, in your packet, you have their information.
Caught an eye on that.
Item number 2 is the Stark County Engineers condition.
And they currently have no issue with this.
They do. They state they need additional drainage information.
Okay.
So their approval is subject to our approval? Is that? They still have yet to approve this?
They have a conditional approval on it now. And once these conditions are met, based on the plans that are submitted again, they will begin looking at it.
So even if we would okay this, it's based upon the concerns of the Regional Planning Commission due to the drainage issues.
Yes, on one of the plans that you have, it indicates the flood zone.
Yes.
And the flood zone comes up, it looks like to the back of the buildings.
Yes.
I believe it's a 2%, that is a 1% or a 100-year flood zone to the back of the building. I believe beyond that, it's a 2% flood zone. But once you approve it, then the company will have to meet these conditions as well.
Right.
Absolutely. I have no further questions.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion.
Mhm.
Whereas the applicant, owner Atlas's Fountainhead LLC, 13131 Blue Ridge Road, Newcomerstown, Ohio 43832, requests a conditional use permit to construct a new commercial storage buildings, proposed 138 units on the property located at 4111 Martindale Road, Northeast Canton, Ohio 44705. That's parcel 52-12248. And that is to basically grant the following with the following condition: to construct a mini storage or mini warehouse facility with the condition that the 4 towers be removed.
I will second that motion with the added verbiage per se of removing all 4 of those towers.
Just for purposes of the record, conditional use permits, the zoning is permitted in this area as long as they meet specified requirements, which I believe they've identified that they've met all of those requirements. So, you know, occupancy, any of those issues, unfortunately, we can't take into account, sir. The flooding issues, that's handled by, you know, the Stark County Regional Planning and the board there. We just have to see that they meet the qualifications, which they do, as far as we're concerned, relative to that, subject to the condition that we can impose, which is one of the conditions that I put in the motion. And one of the conditions you indicated you would meet, you went forward.
And again, that was seconded by me, Mr. Sills' motion.
All right, we need a roll call vote.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Mr. Sutton?
Yes.
Mr. Solz?
Yes.
Mr. Reichel?
Yes.
Mr. Pausalides?
Yes.
And Mr. Beck?
Yes.
Your next hurdle is meeting the conditions of the Stark County Regional Planning Commission, correct?
Yeah. Do that, you're good to go.
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
All right, announcements, there will be no meeting in March at this time. So, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 6:17.
I will second that motion.
All right.
Mr. Sutton?
Yes.
Mr. Solz?
Yes.
Mr. Reichel?
Yes.
Mr. Pausalides?
Yes.
Mr. Beck?
Yes.